The simulation theory for absolute power. The concept of simulation theory has become increasingly popular in recent years. The theory posits that our universe is a simulation created by a more advanced civilization, with our reality being nothing more than a computer-generated simulation. However, the idea that the simulation creator may themselves be part of a simulation is a thought-provoking and fascinating concept. This report aims to explore the potential implications of this idea, particularly in relation to the potential for boring repetition within the simulation universe. If we accept that the possibility that our universe is a simulation, and that the simulation creator themselves are part of another simulation, it raises the question of whether this creates a loop of infinite simulations. In this scenario, each simulation would be created by an advanced civilization within the simulation universe that they themselves are part of, and so on. This would create an endless chain of simulations, each potentially more advanced and complex than the last. However, if this were the case, it would raise the possibility that the simulation universes become increasingly repetitive and boring. Each successive simulation would be a recreation of the previous one, with the same laws of physics and the same set of initial conditions. This would mean that the inhabitants of each universe would be unable to break free from the cycle of repetition and would be doomed to relive the same experiences over and over again. The idea of an infinite chain of simulations raises important questions about our understanding of reality. If our universe is just one in a potentially endless chain of simulations, then the concept of objective reality becomes meaningless. The laws of physics that we take for granted may just be part of the programming of the simulation, rather than fundamental truths of the universe. This would mean that any attempt to understand the universe and its workings would be limited by the fact that we are only able to observe it within the confines of the simulation. Moreover, the idea of infinite simulations raises the possibility that the simulation creator may not be the ultimate source of reality. It could be that they too are part of a simulation created by an even more advanced civilization. This leads to the philosophical question of whether there is such a thing as ultimate reality, or whether everything is just a simulation within a simulation. In conclusion, the idea that our universe is a simulation created by a more advanced civilization, who themselves are part of another simulation, raises important questions about our understanding of reality. The potential for an infinite chain of simulations raises the possibility of boring repetition within each universe, with inhabitants doomed to relive the same experiences over and over again. This in turn raises questions about the nature of objective reality, and whether there is such a thing as ultimate reality. While these questions may never be fully answered, they provide a fascinating glimpse into the mysteries of the universe and human beings, with the contrary evidence for the existence of the absolute power.